Who gives a
Thank you.
beep about Rosie O'Donnell and where she wants to go? I don't care what celebrities think about politicians or who they want to vote for. I think the last election proved it doesn't matter who you are.
You are a celebrity opining on politics.
Who cares what I think in terms of my picking a politician or who I vote for? You make your own decision. If she wants to move to Phnom Penh, move to Phnom Penh. She wants to go to Ireland, great. It's a better passport. You get an EU passport, not the British one. It's better. But who gives a beep about Rosie O'Donnell?
She feels, as she's articulated, that for her and her children, the children of an LQ parent, there is a real potential of rights being stripped away. And no one can argue that the LG community is not under attack right now from the Trump administration. Very different than it was in the Biden administration. Would I ever leave this country? No. But she's fearful, and that's what she felt was best for her child. And you can't criticize decisions people make with the best interest of their children in mind.
Why is it
I'll touch on something Fred said. If you have disagreement with the president, you have disagreements with the Republican Party, and you feel strongly enough about these issues, fight for what you believe in. I'm a bit dismayed, if I'm going to be honest with you, about a lot of these celebrities who've made all of this money in America because of Americans, criticizing how terrible this country is, yet you became rich in this country. I'm not certain she would become rich in Ireland. Yet they go to these other places and then they advocate for how bad and destructive our policies are, our politics are. Yet she lived this amazing life in America that allowed her to get on a private plane to go move to Ireland. That's ridiculous.
She didn't become rich under Donald Trump.
It's all fine and dandy to criticize the
Someone who thought I would move to another country.
Yes, during the election period, I realized this lady was suffering from TDS, which was actually severe. According to this tweet, Rosie confirmed she has fled the United States for Ireland following the election of Donald Trump. The 62-year-old says she loved and dragged her 12-year-old daughter with her because not all Americans have equal rights now. I was never someone who thought I would move to another country. That is what I decided would be the best for myself and my 12-year-old child, and here we are. You know, I'm happy. Claire is happy. I miss my other kid. I miss my friend. This lady was suffering from high TDS during the elections. What I saw, I never thought a day like this. If you been following this channel, you realize I've been putting out videos about this lady at a certain point. Let me just show you the video so you can see what she actually put out.
Well, hey, everybody. It's me, Rosie O'Donnell, star of the Flintstones. It's Tuesday all day, as my Nana would say. And I'm here in Ireland. And it's beautiful and warm. Not physically, it's actually quite cold. Moved here on January 15th. And it's been pretty wonderful, I have to say. The people are so loving and so kind, so welcoming. And I'm very grateful. I'm in the process of getting my Irish citizenship, as I have Irish grandparents, and that's what's going on, and that's where I've been and what I've been doing. And although I was never someone who thought I would move to another country, that's what I decided would be the best for myself and my 12-year-old child. And here we are. Here we are. So TikTok has gotten a little bit dark and negative for me. I don't feel capable of going through the hate that comes through, and I'm trying Substack, and I think I like it there. Now, it's hard to learn. If the Substack people are listening, you really need a more user-friendly app. It's very difficult to even find where you post. You know, it's well, maybe it's algebra, and I'm a geometry person. I don't understand algebra, and Facebook was a mystery to me and remains a mystery to me. TikTok seemed like a cinch, and I got it from the get-go. But Substack, one of the reasons why I'm liking it is it's a lot more about writing and photographs which seem to be less incendiary. And I don't necessarily want to see, myself on the news on posts like this one. But there you have it. It's going to be what it's going to be when you're a public figure, living a more private life as you get older. This is sort of the journey that you take. I'm happy. Clay is happy. I miss my other kids. I miss my friends. I miss many things about life there at home. And I'm trying to find a home here in this beautiful country. And when, it is safe for all citizens to have equal rights there in America, that's when we will consider coming back. It's been heartbreaking to see what's happening politically and hard for me personally as well. The personal is political, as we all know. So I've met a bunch of people. Everyone's been friendly.
Memo to Democrats, if you ever want to win an election again, the absolute most important first step is stop doing this.
There is something I'm still struggling to understand with this lady. What personal problem is she having with Trump, if not just TDS? I don't get it. She has been ranting, advocating, campaigning for Kamala Harris, every single day, during the campaign period. I saw that. I thought it would end there. She was shocked. At a certain point, she turned off the news. Like, she cannot continue to watch the news when Trump won. It didn't end there. She left social media platforms. Like, I will only concentrate with TikTok. She didn't stay there. The only solution was now to leave the country, and she left to Ireland because of Trump. She announced a few months ago, I will no longer be on TikTok because Trump supporters have this, that. Now she's coming back with this. She has fled. That is the effect of TDS. Like someone called it like self-deported. Crazy, right?
Can you remind us what it is that she said about him or did to him? Because it's almost like he's a toddler. His frontal lobe is not really fully developed, in my opinion. And so he probably suffers from that imposter syndrome. And maybe she did something that called him out on it.
Well, if you watch the clip, she basically flipped her hair, which he didn't care. I used to play with around with
this. What year? This was way before he was president.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Let's see.
2006, I'm
I
being
was like
told
25.
in my ear. No. So she made a hair joke?
She flipped the hair. He didn't really care about that. It was the money, in my opinion.
Oh.
She was saying how many times he was bankrupted and blah, blah, blah.
Well,
and
he's not a real billionaire.
Well, that's...
Or he wasn't. He wasn't.
She called him out on it, and he freaked out. And he was so vicious to her on every station. People would take his phone calls in every station, MSNBC, CNN, everywhere he went, even here.
Well, so she spoke truth.
And
she saw through him.
Her in that presidential debate that Megyn Kelly moderated. He insulted her during
country. And not a king, not a man. And we don't have cruelty as part of our governance.
To understand this lady, she is calling for people to demonstrate. She's not in America. She's in Ireland. Why advocating that people should go on the street? Why can't she do it? She should be there to do it. She should be able to voice out everything while encouraging others. These are kind of people, they stay at different locations, then instigate people to go and harm themselves. It is not right. This is one of the reasons I decided to do this video. So you can see this end part, what she said. It is wrong. If she wanted to really be that voice, she would have stayed back and advocate for what she said.
Memo to Democrats, if you ever want to win an election again, the absolute most important first step is stop doing this.
We gather in celebration of the Oscars on the ancestral lands of the Tongva, Tataviam, and Chumash peoples, the traditional caretakers of this water and land.
Yeah, I don't know if we're still saying cringe. But if we are, that's this. Isn't it amazing, though, that they're almost the same age, and yet Biden is like crypt keeper, kind of like...
Well, that's genetics.
Skeletor. Well, or how we treat ourselves.
Absolutely.
Whereas Trump, almost the same age, and I used to say it in my act, like it was like he puts on the wig and the face paint, and he's like Kiss in 1976.
Thank you guys for always being there, sharing out my videos. God bless you abundantly. If you notice, I always put clips after my videos. That is mostly for the YouTube algorithm. You can stop here if you want.
On the left, and by the way...
This is one of the lucrative helmets that they wear when they go to war.
Lucrative?
Yeah, lucrative. You know, this is the crash out buckets, because I feel like when you wear this helmet, you already crashed out. It's like you committed to the crash out. Like
Right. You're all in.
All in. So I feel like we at war right now with the Democrats. I know.
Why go after them, too? Go after the Republicans.
Because they don't know how to fight and be part of an opposition party. Representative Green gave them the example. The Democrats are not meeting the moment. It is very clear that Medicaid is on the table. It is very clear that Social Security is on the table. It is very clear that people will die.
If people vote for the...
As long as we wrap before the new season of South.
Watch this moment where, of course,
when we talk about...
Go there. What's up, my brother?
It's all because of Trump. It is insane.
Real enemies. Like, I think that they actually want to kill me.
On social media for admitting that, but so be it. And the fact is that it doesn't matter whether Vice President Vance planned it or just took the opportunity to bait Zelensky. Zelensky took the bait, okay?
Yeah.
And
what happened at the White House today?
Today, Donald Trump irreparably destroyed.
Ambush of an American ally that will reverberate all around the world and stain America's image for years to come.
That was too...
No.
A complete and utter mess. We don't gain anything by acting like bullies, and this is what bullies do.
I think there's no question that this was a setup. You heard Donald Trump say at the end of that clip you played, this is great television.
To issue an apology tonight?
Absolutely.
All right, but what else is going on?
Say that it is one of the most astonishing moments.